中文的啤酒一定不是谁 right? It's not allowed. In Chinese grammar, the beer cannot be who doesn't drink. It can't be the subject, right? But in English, this is the subject. That tells us who. So when you look at Chinese and at English, it's really important to understand how Chinese works. You can't understand why this is wrong in English if you don't understand why it works in Chinese. All right? That's the thing about Chinese. The subject is always a person. If I say, the door closes, right? Yeah. In English, the door closes. In Chinese, 关门, right? All right? Who closes the door in Chinese? 如果我说关门，谁关门？不知道谁，可是一定是人，对不对 ？Okay. 可是英文的句子 the door closes. Who closes the door? The door. The door is the subject. The door closes. 没有人，没有我，没有你. There's no people needed. Okay? That's a very big difference between English and Chinese. And if you can understand how they're different, then it's easier to figure out why English sentences work and why they're not okay if you just use Chinese grammar. Okay? So, one last part of this, if this in English is the subject, what is it in Chinese? 如果你说啤酒不可以喝，中文的文法的那个啤酒它是什么？ Right? It's the object of the verb 不可以喝什么 right? But you have an idea in Chinese. You have a form, a grammar in Chinese that gives you a topic, right? The topic is the most important idea in the sentence. So you have a bunch of ideas, you have a bunch of words, right? There's beer, there's students, there's drinking, and then there's not, right? 不可以, right? Now, depending on how you put them together, you can, in English, make very different sentences. Students can't drink beer, beer can't drink students. In English, it's quite different, right? I mean, how do you drink a student? You know, you put a straw in it, right? It doesn't work. But in Chinese, what's the purpose of the different order? The first word is the most important. If I say, 学生不可以喝啤酒, 学生是最重要的. Other people can drink, but students, no. If I say 啤酒不可以喝, then the most important idea is beer, right? So you can drink other things. Wine, okay, sure. You know, other alcohol, no problem. But beer, not beer. It makes you fat, right? So, beer can't drink. 中文的意思是啤酒是最重要的意思. It's the most important idea. 啤酒不可以喝，学生不可以喝啤酒是一样的句子，一样的意思。可是哪一个字是最重要的？是第一个, right? So that's why you do it in Chinese. So when you come to English, take a moment to look at your sentence, your Chinese idea, and understand what you're saying. Figure out who does what to who, right? Figure that out, and then make your sentence in English, and you won't have any problems. It'll be a lot easier to get it right. Okay? 你们都了解我的意思吗? Okay? So, again, it's a big part. This is true in grammar, it's true with our words, with the sounds. One fellow can find, so 有一样的问题, they have the same pattern between Chinese and English. So if you understand one part, you can use it for the rest. Okay? Okay, Mom? All right. Now, I know students hate learning grammar, so we'll stop with the grammar there. But if you have questions, then questions are always a good place to work from. Because if you have a question, probably other people have the same question, right? So, I'd like to give you guys a chance to ask. Remember, when you ask questions, there's always a set of words that we use.
Where?
Right? So, we have lots of time. Everybody can ask one question. You can ask more if you like, but everybody has to ask at least one question, okay? Now, if you don't know what to ask about for English, then you can ask about me, you can ask about Canada, my family, Dokai, all right? But everybody has to ask at least one question, okay? All right, so who wants to go first? Dokai, what? If you can ask about English, that's great, but otherwise you can ask about me or whatever. Well, I told you I come from Canada. I told you my name. I haven't told you anything else yet. So, what else could you ask? You can also ask questions like, teacher, how can I learn English better? I'd love to answer that question. Or, what's good for practicing English? I can help you with that too. All right, but you guys have to ask the questions. You've been here before, you can ask a couple of questions. You can all see what I'm wearing, so there should be a question that you can ask. Should be a lot of questions you can ask. That's a good question, sure. Go ahead. No, louder, that's in you. That's it again.
Are you happy today?
Yes, today I am happy. All right? Now, the problem with a yes or no question, with these you need more information. But if it's yes or no, are you happy? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. The answer can be very short. So you should always add
Why?
So who wants to ask the why question? I said I am happy today, so 是要问我为什么？我为什么开心？ Oh, come on, you guys have enough English for this. Try. If you don't try, then you don't learn.
Why are you happy today?
There we go, thank you. Why am I happy today? I'm happy today because, you can hear I'm a little bit sick, right? But last week I was really feeling pretty bad. And so today I'm feeling a lot better. So you don't need to worry, I'm not like, get you all sick, so no worries. I'm happy today because it's a beautiful day. I mean, in Taiwan, you guys have no winter. I mean, we had winter for 2 days, like, 2 weeks ago. It was cold, right? I'm coming from Canada, so in Canada, we have about 8 months of winter, yeah. So that's one thing I love about Taiwan, is that the winter is like, 1 or 2 days, and then, it's over. So it's a good day. All right, so good questions. Next.
Where do you live in Taiwan?
There, that's a good question. Where do I live in Taiwan? I live in Tanwan. Do you guys know in Zhunan, you know how the train goes to the ocean line and the mountain line? In Zhunan, the train line splits, right? Yeah. So the first stop on the ocean side is Tanwan. And it's a really small town. It's, the elementary school has like 30 students for the whole school. It's great. Our town has a school, it has a police station and a train station, and that's it. So it's a very small town, it's a great place to live. The air is very clean, yeah. Okay, so good. So we have questions like why and where. What else can we ask? What kind of music do I like? Honestly, I like most music except for rap. I really don't like rap. I don't think rap is music. It's just like talking to a beat, right? So I really don't like. But otherwise, I like classical music. I like Taiwan popular music. Jazz actually not so much. Honestly, yeah, jazz it's too abstract. You know, like jazz is like abstract art. You know when people make a painting, right? And this is one problem I have with art. I don't know if any of you draw paintings like this, but some people, they draw and then they say, that's art. And people can make a lot of money selling crap like that, right? So for me, jazz music is kind of like that. It has no purpose, it has no, it's just that. So I don't really like jazz either, yeah, but almost everything else I like, yeah. Okay, so what else can we ask?